Hi, and welcome to week 7 of the Bible Together reading plan here at First Christian Church in Jefferson City, Missouri. This week's readings lead us through one of the most dramatic turns in the story of Israel. In Exodus 32, the very same people who had just promised to follow God and to belong to God and be faithful to God suddenly panic when Moses disappears up the mountain. They don't know what's happened to him, and the mountain is covered in clouds and fire. And so before long, they begin melting down their jewelry and asking Aaron to make for them a golden calf to worship. It is shocking how quickly things fall apart. But it's also painfully human. Fear and uncertainty have a way of making us grasp for something we can see, something we can hold on to and touch and control. What's interesting, though, is what happens next. After the disaster of the golden calf, God renews the covenant. Moses receives new tablets, and when the people are invited to build the tabernacle, a place where God's presence can dwell among them, they begin bringing offerings. They bring so much that Moses eventually has to tell them to stop. The very same people who once gave up their gold to build an idol are now giving up their valuables to build a dwelling place for God. Their hearts have turned. And that movement from fear to failure to renewal, we see that echoed in the New Testament reading from Philippians. Paul tells the readers that everything he once thought made him special, his status, his accomplishments, his identity, now he considers all of that worthless garbage compared to knowing Christ. Like the people of Israel, Paul had to reorient his life. What matters to him now is not status or control or power, but faith and humility and gentleness, and most importantly, trust in God. I think that's the thread that I see running through these readings. Human hearts are not always steady. We swing between fear and faith, between selfishness and generosity, between grasping and trusting. But the good news is that God keeps meeting us in the middle of that journey. The God revealed in Exodus 34 is merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. A God who forgives, but who also takes our choices seriously. A God who does not give up on forming a people who can live in God's presence. And by the end of Exodus, something remarkable happens. God's glory fills the tabernacle. After all the chaos, all the mistakes, all the wandering, God is still willing to dwell with the people. And maybe that's the hope for us too. Even when our hearts wander, God keeps calling us back, patiently shaping us into people who can carry God's presence into the world. Thanks for joining me, friends, and until next week, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Bye.